Good morning friends, you are most welcome to Think channel. Today we are going to discuss Ghatnachakra for Environment, which is important for the UPPSC 2023. And our topic is ecology. Let us begin the topic. Ecology is the branch of biology that explains the relationship between organisms and their environments. The term ecology was coined by the German geologist Ernst Haeckel in 1866 to describe the economics of living forms. Ernst Haeckel used the term oenology instead of ecology and explained it briefly. The word oenology is formed by combining two Greek words oeos, house or living space, and logos, science or study. According to Haeckel, ecology is the study of relation of the animal both to its organic as well as its inorganic environment. According to Eugene Odem, ecology is the study of structure and function of nature. Here there is a figure, outlines of interrelation among plants, animals and climate. There are four components: vegetation, climate, animal and soil. These all are interrelated and correlated. Now ecology has been presented with a broad dimension. Now it is also includes the study of human society and the activities of its physical environment. It is a fundamental natural system having biotic and abiotic component. In 1935, A.G. Tansley proposed the concept of ecosystem. According to him, ecosystem is a type of a physical system formed by biotic and abiotic components. According to him, ecosystem is an open system. These systems may differ in their size. Carl Moebius called the idea of ecosystem as biokinesis. Forbes called ecosystem as microcosm. Ecosystem is known as the functional unit of nature. An ecosystem can be as small as water droplets. These kinds of ecosystem are known as microecosystem. On the other hand, it can be as large as the ocean. Our Earth is itself an huge ecosystem. Biosphere is a thin layer of soil, rock, water, and air. It is a basic global system having biotic and abiotic component. Ecosystem ecosystem is a functional unit of nature in which biotic factors interact with abiotic factors and forms a living unit. Characteristics of ecosystem: it covers or occupies a definite area in the biosphere. The ecosystem is a functional unit of nature. Ecosystem has its own productivity. Ecosystem is an open system where there are continuous input and output of energy and substances. Components of ecosystem: an ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment, things like air, water, and mineral soil, interacting as a system. Important features of the ecosystem are: it is normally an open system with a continuous but variable influx and loss of materials and energy. An ecosystem is an overall integration of the whole mosaic of the interacting organisms and their environment. It is a basic functional unit. It consists of biotic and abiotic components interacting with each other. It is a functional unit is capable of energy transformation, circulation and accumulation. Different types of ecosystem are present in different areas. All components that take part in mutual interaction in the biosphere form an ecosystem. Living organisms from biosphere by different biological associations. All the organisms and the abiotic components of the environment form the ecosystem of the place. Thus, ecology deals with the organism and its environment. Here you can see the figure of biotic and abiotic component of ecosystem. Components of ecosystem: first is abiotic component, second is biotic component. Biotic components are producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers, consumers and decomposers. And abiotic components are physical component, inorganic components and organic components. In physical component, light, temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, topography, that is height and slope, and air. In organic component, water, soil, atmospheric gases like nitrogen, etc. Minerals, rocks, elements like potassium, magnesium, calcium, etc. Organic component, carbohydrates, proteins, fat, and humus and urea. The correct order of biological organization ranging from organism to biosphere is: first is organism, then population, then community, then ecosystem, then landscape. The number of living beings of the same species is known as their population. The population of two or more than two ethnic groups creates a community. Several communities together form an ecosystem. In a fixed terrain, one or more ecosystems are found. These ecosystems together form a landscape of a particular region, which we can see this in this picture. Components of ecology. Biotic components are the living being, things that shape an ecosystem. Biotic components usually include producers, example plants, consumers, example animals and humans, decomposers like fungi and bacteria. An artificial ecosystem generally fulfill all the criteria of a natural ecosystem but is made and controlled by humans. Orchards, farmlands, gardens and human-made reservoirs are some of the example of artificial ecosystem. Ecosystem can broadly be categorized as aquatic and terrestrial ecosystem. Grasslands, forests and deserts are the example of terrestrial ecosystem, while lakes, rivers and ocean fall under aquatic ecosystem. Ecosystem can be classified as ecosystem, terrestrial, aquatic and man-made. In terrestrial ecosystem, forests, grasslands and deserts. Aquatic ecosystem, non-saline water and saline waters. Non-saline water, pond, lake, waterfall. Saline water, saline lake, ocean. And man-made ecosystem, farmland, aquarium and spaceship. Under man-made ecosystem, agriculture has been instrumental to the existence of society and development. Aquatic ecosystem refers to the living and non-living parts of the water body and the interaction that takes place among them. Aquatic ecosystem can be categorized in the marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem. Marine ecosystem covers approximately 70% of the Earth's surface and contains approximately 97% of the planet's water. Approximately 85% of the dissolved materials in seawater are sodium and chlorine. Another feature, stratification, is observed in the marine ecosystem. Stratification in the ocean. Here you can see the abyssal zone, in which you can see continental slope and continental shelf. In the case of continental slope, you can see benthic zone. At the height of continental shelf, you can see aphotic zone, sea level, and natric zone and oceanic zone. The oceans are the cradle of life on Earth, which harbor the highest level of biodiversity. No terrestrial ecosystem can match the biological richness of the coral reef, not only in some species but also in variety and originality of survival strategies. Ecological imbalance. The disruption of the natural balance of an ecosystem by natural or human caused disturbances is known as ecological imbalance. However, wildlife conservation and prevention of environmental pollution is helpful in maintaining ecological balance. Deforestation is one of the main causes of ecological imbalance in India, while desertification, floods and famines, and rainfall variations are secondary causes of deforestation.